Okay. I'm trying to figure out don't laugh. I call it my stroke eye. See how this is lower?
Yeah, why is that?
Gina would notice it. Oh, see, you notice it.
You know, why? Well, you got your finger on there. You're saying, "Don't look at my stroke eye."
No, like it's worse today. I don't know if it's because I've had a cold. Hold on, maybe if I put this up higher, will
Maybe
that
if you
help?
hold your head like this.
So look look at my stand. I'm gonna put this on
Oh, that's awesome.
the
What
Ted
is
Lasso.
that?
It's a Ted Lasso game. I got it at
Oh,
Walmart.
man, we love that show.
Oh my gosh, I've watched it twice. All right, is that better? No, well, it didn't make my eye better, but um, just a
Yeah,
heads
can
up.
you have a patch or something you can wear?
I don't know if Gina can still hear this. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Making fun of my stroke eye. Mm.
If
Yeah,
you start drooling, I'm going to call an ambulance.
just gonna go like this. No, you know what this is?
What?
Heads up to anybody that does Botox. So back in my radio days when they actually cared what we looked like on the radio, I started getting Botox mostly because it was free. And in all the medical research I've done, if think about it, you're paralyzing your muscles. So there's atrophy. And if you get Botox for so long and then stop getting it, I am a living example of what happens. You get droopy
You
eye.
know, there was a woman in Downers Grove that had a bunch of Botox done at a local dermatologist place,
Yeah.
and they did her Botox so bad that her eye would hardly open, and
Wow.
they had to wait for it to wear off. I know this because I live with somebody that partakes in the toxing of Botox.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
it's
look at this, man. This is all natural.
shut up. You're a guy. It's so much easier for a guy to get gray hair and wrinkles. Women have, why do you think I'm using the filter on here? If I
Ain't
didn't
no
have
gray there, baby. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
a lot of gray, what are you talking about?
Easy now.
I had to get you back. So now I'm like, what?
You're not drooling, are you?
Well,
If you are, I'll call. You take an ass. Take an aspirin.
God.
All right, welcome to the Kathy and Ray Show, episode number 2.
All right,
I'll
trying
be
to look
interested
at
to
my
see how much of that we leave in.
no. I'm actually sweating with this fireplace on. You think Chicago weather's crazy? We've gone, I think in 4 days, 3 or 4 days, we've had a 90-degree difference. We went from minus 40 to 50 degrees.
Yeah, yeah. No, we've. I mean, this whole weather thing, the storm Elliott that came through, because we have to name all our storms now.
Wait,
Like,
is that the storm that came through Chicago?
well, that's a storm that came across the entire U.S. They
Okay.
don't give it a name in Montana and then rename it when it comes to Chicago.
I don't watch the
They,
news,
they
so I didn't know it had a name. It was just
they
a storm.
named it Elliott. I don't know what it identified as. It was supposed to identify as this big storm here, and we were going to get mountains of snow, and it was going to be crazy. And Gina and I, we were down in Nashville, and she'd originally said, "Well, should we fly?" And I'm like, "No, man, no way are we flying ahead of the holiday. It will be a
Yeah,
nightmare if this storm comes in,
right.
and who knows what'll happen. We'll be stuck. We won't be able to." And it's an hour flight, and it's a 7-hour drive. So we ended up driving down there, and lo and behold, big storm's coming. And we decided to come home a day early because it was going to be the storm of the century and dump copious amounts of snow on Chicago. I
Right.
think we got three. I think we got 3 inches of snow here,
That's it.
but it was cold. Yeah, we got 3 inches of snow, this much, and it was cold, and the temperatures were ridiculously cold. I have to take my little dogs here who never leave my side and
Aw.
put booties on them, coats on them to go outside. And
How cold did
today,
it get?
oh, 14, 15 below at night,
Okay.
and
We were
what's
minus 40. There was one day I woke
oh,
up.
I
It
know,
wasn't even chill.
I know it was ridiculous, but so now all the snow is gone. My garage has been washed, cars have been clean, but still, today, we're recording this on Thursday, the 29th, and 2,300 flights were canceled by Southwest Airlines as of 5 o'clock this morning when I was on the air. They'd already
Just
canceled
today in
by
one day.
By 5 in the morning, Kathy. Southwest Airlines had canceled 2,300 flights.
Why? What's happening?
Well, here's the thing. They tried blaming it on Winter Storm Elliott.
Uh-huh.
Well, Winter Storm Elliott's come and gone. It's been gone for 5 days. I mean, I get it. The Eastern Seaboard, Buffalo got clobbered with snow, 5 feet of snow, record amounts of snow. Let's face it, you're going to have problems. But everywhere else, it is a problem. We're learning that Southwest Airlines had with its software systems. Pilots have been complaining about this forever. They don't know, and their software doesn't talk to each other for them to allegedly put together flight plans, flight schedules, get people's luggage tagged, and move people around the country. And they say that the infrastructure should have been updated maybe 2-3 years ago, according to Southwest pilots. I've been talking about this a lot the last week. This story is dominating the news. It's the biggest news story, other than the Republican congressman or representative in New York that lied about where he went to school and whether or not he was Jewish. That's the other only story we have.
That's why I don't watch the news.
I know. So we won't talk about that. I've been talking about that all week. But what happened with Southwest is in the last 2 years since COVID, they have been giving $7.2 billion worth of subsidies from the U.S. government, from you and from me, to help pay salaries. They've been given so much money, $7.2 billion. If you take every employee at Southwest Airlines, you could pay a salary of $130,000 each just with the subsidies they were given. And now
are other airlines being given these subsidies?
Well, I'm sure they are, but other airlines are moving people around and getting people to their destination. So nobody, I get it. Hey, man, when COVID hit, we had to help people out.
So what's the solution? What's happening?
I don't know. I mean, Southwest Airlines was fun to fly. It was easy, kind of the blue collar guy's way to get somewhere. If you went to Midway and you were remember when you'd fly on Southwest, you'd go on a radio station trip, but your radio station spent money. The stations I work for, they always sent us on these, cheap vacations, and you'd have on our trips, it's like, okay, man, don't forget, with 24 hours to go, you got to sign in so you get in A boarding, because A boarding on Southwest, man, that was like first class. You'd look back at the people and see, and you'd just be like, yeah, you forgot to sign in 24 hours ahead of time, didn't you? Not me.
Yeah.
But
I hope they get that fixed. I'm not flying anywhere, so I don't care.
Yeah, no, it was an easy way to fly. It was an easy way to get around. And it's messed up right now. People are owed money. People didn't get to their destinations, whether it was for Christmas. I had a couple on the air that was flying from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Hey,
Wauwatosa.
Yeah, going down to their honeymoon. Hey, and they never made it. They were stuck in Nashville. For 2 days.
All right, I'm like a squirrel.
Well, yeah, what are you doing, folks?
I heard something up there. I'm like, what are you doing? Isn't
that's your cat?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's Wilma.
Hi, Wilma.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
But here, man. So
apparently I'm getting bored with the conversation.
That's why I burned through so many wives. People get tired of me.
Oh my God.
But no, man. Hey, if you had to fly anywhere, and really, this is the time of year that people travel, it sucks. So, man, if people don't have their luggage, Kathy, there's literally luggage in Chicago that should be in destinations like Texas, California, the islands. It is a huge mess. And now you got the president's involved, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary. He's going to hold people accountable. How? What are you going to do?
Right.
I don't know how people are going to get their money back. But hey, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Hey, how did the deodorant gift go over? You gave her aluminum-free deodorant?
Yeah, because she loves that kind of stuff. She's all about all this health conscious.
As a gift?
Well, it was in the stocking. It wasn't part of the gift. Hey, man, I haven't been working regularly. My budget's not what it used to be. So yeah, she's like, you got me deodorant for Christmas? And I'm like, well, baby, it's the stuff that you talk about all the time. I thought it was me. See, here's the problem. I thought it was me being attentive, paying attention, listening.
No, that's good. And that is good. But then you also have to just use your brain and think, is deodorant a gift? Is this
I can't take you seriously with that eye.
Well, I know it's really distracting. I can't look at myself. I can't. Like I have to keep looking.
How do you think I feel?
I know, don't. It's okay to not look.
You get to look at this, and I got to look at that.
Now I probably have to go get Botox to lift it up. What the heck?
It's just get a piece of tape.
It's like, okay, I'll just get tape.
Get that tape that you use to hold your boobs up.
I could use those again because I had those cut out of my body too. My God,
that just sounds painful. I had my boobs removed. Oh. They cut my boobs out.
No, you should. Yeah, implants are bad. They are cause a lot of problems. A lot of problems.
I saw them. So what was the cool Christmas
let me tell you about
in your house? The deodorant thing went over like a lead balloon. How about you? How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was weird. It wasn't family. We all got together for Thanksgiving. So it was just my 14-year-old. So basically I was by myself because he was on Xbox most of the day. And a friend of mine moved from Chicago. So she's my housemate. So she was here. So it was just quiet. We did end up playing some games like Uno, and we made steak and potatoes for dinner, which was great. And then we didn't do a lot of gifts. I almost didn't get my son a gift at all because prior to Christmas, I discovered, and I won't go into the long story, but it was a couple of days.
He's grown weed.
I wish. No, he spent $558 on Apple.com. What the cat? And sorry, if something comes crashing on my head, maybe it'll like make my other eye. I don't know. So I discovered he spent $558 on Apple.com. I'm like, how did he get a credit card? 2 days prior, I had called the credit card company and Apple. I'm like, I didn't make these charges. What? This is a scam. So I got a new credit card, fraud, all that. Went through that whole thing. And then in putting my information back on Apple.com, I realized that he had access to the credit card. He's like, dude, $558? Like, first of all, I made him add it up. I'm like, do you see how this adds up? We were out in Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving, so he was bored and on his phone doing all this stuff. Anyway, so I'm like, do I even get him a Christmas gift? Then my daughter spent the summer in Chicago. She's going to school in Pennsylvania, going to college out there. She spends the summer in Chicago. The car she's driving is her car, but it's still registered in my name. Well, here I get all these notices from the city of Chicago for red light violation, for no city sticker. By the way, why does she need a city sticker when she doesn't live in the city? I'm like, you have to argue these tickets. Good luck with the city of Chicago. I've done that. So some of the tickets she didn't even deserve. This totaled almost $600 over the summer in tickets. So I'm like, guess what? Your Christmas present just went to the city of Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because she didn't argue them. And then, like, she's not a teenager anymore. She's 21. But kids that age
Doesn't
are like,
matter.
oh, it'll just go away.
These days.
It'll just go away. It'll just go away. So then I get notices that she didn't pay him, so they doubled. So yeah. So that was her Christmas present. Is that a mean mom? No. No,
not at 21.
You got to learn. You got to learn.
You don't have. Are you done? Did you have more?
I'm done. Don't get me started on City of Chicago and tickets. Biggest scam ever.
Oh yeah, no, they're going to get their money.
Oh,
so they will get their money, and and the thing is, Kathy, and this is they all preach this fairness and equality BS.
Who does?
I don't want to bring race. I don't want to bring race into this, but this significantly impacts Chicago's lower income families, and people can't get out of this. And what you just said. So what happened? The ticket price doubles and it snowballs. And it's just a vicious cycle of all these people in Chicago that are supposed to be fair and equitable. Just don't even get me started on the way.
It's such a scam. It is such a horrible scam. And the worst part is, and this is all I'm going to say about it, and then we can be done. The worst part is they are giving tickets that people should not be getting tickets for. She should not have gotten a ticket for not having a City of Chicago sticker.
Where does she live?
Huh?
You said she lives in she goes to school in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Where's the car registered?
Car's still registered in Illinois. But
okay, well, where's the origin of registration?
Out in the north suburbs.
Well, yeah, so that's not Chicago.
Where I used to live, right. So why did she get that? And then there was one other ticket that she shouldn't have gotten. I remember once I had gotten a ticket and I had photographic evidence that they were wrong and I should not have gotten the ticket. I sent it in. I argued it and they're like, nope, still got to pay the ticket. I'm like, what? And then once you get denied, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, I only had one incident. I only had one incident with a parking ticket in Chicago that I paid for with the Park Chicago app.
Okay.
And since then, what I've always done is I've always taken a picture of my truck, where it's parked, the spot, and the ticket. And I sent that in. Boom, no problem. It was over. There was no hassle at all.
Oh, really?
I couldn't believe how smooth it was.
Wow, but, you got the right person then. So
here's my Christmas day. We're supposed to go over to my sister Patty's, perfect Patty's house. Patty's the golden twin, and she's got this nice house. Everything's always in it's kind of sick, little OCD. Yeah. She calls me at 10 in the morning. My house smells like noxious sewer gas. Ew. Is it going to blow up? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you want to call a plumber, not a radio guy. So, and I say that loosely. I'm probably more of a plumber these days than I am a radio guy. But so she's like, we're going to bring everything over to your house. I'm like, well, that's great. My house isn't ready.
Wow.
So she comes over and they brought everything. I mean, it was like ordering out. And my mom and my sister cook. They bake the cookies. They do everything. It was fantastic. Nice. So they bring everything over here. And I was just kind of joking. And I said, well, y'all got to be home by 6. I was joking. But man, at 6 o'clock, everybody picked up their stuff and went home. And you know what I did?
Naps?
I let them. Oh. Go. But that was unique because I wasn't expecting that. But no, we had a good Christmas. The kids were here. My sister, her friend was with her. Frank, her friend.
What do you mean?
Like, okay. Exactly.
Oh.
What do you mean? He's your friend?
Oh, it was a male.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she went through a bad divorce. Not that there's really any good ones, but my God. But now this is her friend, and my kids are like, "Oh, what do you mean? Is it a friend? Is she banging this guy or not?" And I'm like,
"Your kids aren't stupid." No, we got to give kids more credit. Well, and your kids are adult, but yeah, even the teenagers, they figure this stuff out.
Yeah, but no, man, it was cool. Christmas was good. I love Christmas. Gina, she got me a. We were shopping. I think we were in Ulta or something. I go into the men's fragrance department. I think we might have touched on this last time. And I took some of that Johnny Depp Sauvage and I sprayed it on me. And she said it was Sauvage. It's by Dior.
Okay.
Sauvage.
Is that somebody messing with you, or is it really Sauvage? Isn't it
Sauvage?
Savage?
Yeah, you have to say it the right way.
Oh.
Sauvage.
I'm in Montana. We don't talk fancy here.
What is that fragrance you're wearing? Sauvage.
I would want to punch you.
Or it's like this.
Sauvage?
What are you wearing? I got on that Savage stuff.
There you go.
That's what I'm wearing.
That's good old boy.
So she bought me some Sauvage. It smells really good.
Okay.
And but I think she's sick of me walking around all day going, "Do you like what I'm wearing?" It's Sauvage by Dior.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some gifts I got. I got one of those sous vide cookers. Like it's where you make the bacon egg bites from Starbucks, because I tried making those on my own and they're like, no, you need the sous vide. Basically, it's where you put water in you put food in a bag and then you put it in water and it's temperature controlled. I actually tried a pork tenderloin last night. It was really good. So I got that, and then my teenager got me a journal because he knows I'm a journal addict. So that was good. First time he's given me a gift, because when you get divorced, it always takes the parent, right, to the other parent to get the other parent a gift.
Yeah.
Well, none of my exes wanted to like work with him to get me a gift. So basically, I've gotten no gifts from him. There's a program here through my church. It's called Fathers in the Field. So he's been going out with this guy. His name is Mark. And he takes him, he's been out on ATV rides on this guy's ranch. Day before Christmas, he took him duck hunting. So he went duck hunting.
He took Alan duck hunting?
Yeah.
That's
so
freaking awesome.
Marked it. So he comes home. I'm like, how many did you get? He's like, 14, the limit. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like,
yeah.
So he wasn't going to let him shoot. He has done some work with him with shooting a rifle and other stuff.
Shotgun.
So he didn't actually get any, but he helped.
You don't shoot ducks with rifles. You shoot them with shotguns.
Whatever. A gun is a gun. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so he didn't get one, but he helped dress them. And I was like, dude, 14 and you don't bring one home? Come on. We could have had duck for Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's eating well, man. My kid shoots a lot of duck. He's everything in his fridge. He's taken, deer, geese, ducks, pheasant, chuckers. The kid eats wild game all the time. It's a bird.
Oh,
it's an upland Northland bird. But that's cool, man. I think that's awesome. I think that there is a whole mix of responsibility that comes with a kid handling a firearm.
Yeah.
And it's odd because, what is he? He's 14.
He turns 15 in 2 days.
Okay. He's out there. He's got this guy that knows how to handle firearms. He's a rancher. He's been around it his whole life. And he's teaching him, something. I didn't handle a gun till I was about that age. And I'd go deer hunting with my dad. They take, and when you go for that first time, whether it's your father, whether it's a friend, you will always remember that. And it's just amazing to me that I sit here and I think about, and I don't want to get into to gun conversations but what a difference between what's going on in rural America with firearms and what goes on in the city, because these kids by 12 and 13 are walking around with Tech 9s that we can't get our hands on. I don't know where they get them. But good for him, man. That's a life lesson. That's a skill.
Yeah, and he went through this stage of wanting to be not necessarily a vegetarian, but when it clicked that he was eating, like when we were having chicken wings or chicken thighs, it was like, oh, wait, I'm eating a chicken. And
this thing has eyes and a mouth. I can't.
When he saw bones, he was like, oh, I'm eating an animal. And he's always had this passion for it. So he went through a little bit of a stage where if I see the bone, I'm not going to eat it. And I asked him, I'm like, okay, well, how was it when you had to dress the duck, when you had to clean him up? And he's like, I actually thought it was.
It's hard to get their coats on, but after that, it's all downhill.
Oh my God. So anyway, so he did that. And he said it wasn't that bad because he's in a biomed class where they had to dissect a pig, like a real pig.
Yeah.
And he handled that okay. So yeah, it's a good experience for him.
We did that as seniors in high school.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
we didn't dissect it. We just gutted it and put it on a spit, and we cooked it for our high school graduation party.
Oh, was that not part of a class? You just chose to do it?
No, that was we decided we wanted to cook a pig, so we cooked a pig. But I want to tell you right now, no matter if it has a face on it, if this is the last thing around to eat and I'm hungry, I'm eating it. I'm eating it.
You got to put some meat on it.
That's my baby. No, but that's about it, man. It was a good Christmas. Looking forward to the New Year. Things have got to get better in the world, man.
No doubt. No doubt. What are you doing for New Year's?
I don't know yet. I'm going
to
down between. It's down between Gina or the ex-wife, one of the two.
What?
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I think we're.
You know, every now and then you throw me with one of those zingers. I'm like, what did he just say? Oh my God.
Count to three real quick.
What? Is it about my
I
eye?
just want to make sure. I want to make sure you can still count to three and you're not stroking out on me.
For real. I need to call like, oh, God.
Is it that you're tired, maybe? Are you
Well, I had a
stressed?
cold, so I was puffy.
Yeah.
But why would this eye be like legit? Like as we speak, I feel like it's getting worse.
I don't know if you would have. I honestly don't know if I would have noticed if you didn't tell me.
Oh,
But
you
the first thing Kathy does is she goes, "Look at my eye. I think I'm having a stroke."
Women are so critical of you. Like we notice everything. So and like, how can you not notice? Ugh.
All right.
Anyway, I gotta get.
Before I bid you adieu for this little chat that we've had.
Yeah.
I know earlier you talked about having your implants taken out and surgery and some of the effects of it. Have you, in your travelings of YouTube or TikTok or any of the social media, seen the new, I think it's called buttco fat removal in your cheeks?
No.
I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's called bucco fat. And yeah, that horrible Chrissy Teigen, who I don't like.
Yeah.
She had it done, and she's on social media going, I just had my bucco fat removed, and what it does is it defines your cheeks and it takes the fat out of here. Exactly. And that's like the new trend now. And I just, I don't get it.
I don't like that stuff.
I don't get it.
I try to avoid it, but now apparently I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know.
I just, my youngest is 18, and she's just a rock star. She's beautiful. Her skin's perfect. And man, I tell you, I don't think she gives a flying rat's ass what people think about her. And
I hope she keeps that up when she gets wrinkles.
Yeah, I don't even know about that. Her mother, my ex-wife is she's just really naturally pretty, and she has wrinkles. She colors her hair, but she's not into all the Botox and all the bullshit. Yeah. And to me, I think that for me is a sign of real self-worth and strength that you don't have to. My girlfriend is beautiful. I mean, she is amazing. She's gorgeous. Yeah. And she's got to get lip filler, and she doesn't overdo it or anything like that. She'll probably kill me that I'm talking about it, but I'm just like, why do you do it? Makes her feel better. So hey, your body, you do what you want with it. I get to look at it, and I'm pretty pleased with what I get to see. I mean, I think she gets kind of the short end of the stick, although I am pretty amazing.
Yes, you
are. I'm not going to get my bucco fat removed. Maybe I'll get my buttco fat removed. But man, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I think social media.
We see pictures, especially with social media, people looking beautiful, and once you start to lose that, then there's a loss of attractiveness. It is what it is. It's the truth. I was dating a guy, and he was a year younger than me, in phenomenal shape. He really took great care of himself. I think I take pretty good care of myself. But I was the oldest person that he's dated. Like, he's always dated someone like 10 years younger. So
I hate guys like that.
Well, you know what? Part of it was because he was in such good shape. Oh, wait, that's you. Anyway, so I was really self-conscious that I've got all these wrinkles. He's never dated. I mean, God, he even dated Miss Montana at some point. So that gets in my head that, oh my gosh, I've got all these wrinkles and I'm not as pretty. And even though he's dating me, I'm just paranoid that I'm not as pretty and I have more wrinkles. And it's just human nature to feel that way and then try to find stuff to fix it. And then look what it does. Gives you freaking stroke eye. Oh.
You're never going to date anybody again.
It's so much easier not to. I mean,
You ever date a blind guy?
Huh?
You ever date a blind guy?
Maybe I should. Then he won't, like. All right. Let's go. I am like literally burning up from this fireplace. I wanted the ambiance and now I'm sweating.
Yeah. It's either that or maybe it's a personal summer.
A what?
Personal summer.
What do you mean?
You know, menopause.
Been there, done that. I'm through it, baby. I'm through it. It's awesome.
Well, if that eye doesn't get better, have some aspirin.
Stop.
You start
Everything. It's actually watering. Maybe it's because I'm too close to the heat. I don't know. All right, let's go. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, you crazy kid. Keep
We'll
an eye on that eye.
Bye.